We are live. Dan, how's it going? Sawadi Cup, everybody. Sawadi Cup. Can you turn that down so that it doesn't
feedback?
Yeah, feedback. So I am here having a wonderful couple of days in Pattaya. It's wonderful because I'm hanging out with my boys, or actually, they're not boys; they're old men. I'm hanging out with a group of old men here at this this villa, and it's pretty nice. I like the pool, and I'm sitting here with. Right now. I'm with Fidelity Quester, who has been following the channel for quite some time. Good dude. Mr. Jono is out playing a round of golf, and there's another guy here. He's still asleep. So it is a boys' weekend, or it's not really the weekend right now. What's today? Friday? Okay, so it's the start of the weekend. So yeah, let me just sit right here. Turn this. So, I'm not in Pattaya for the Christmas part. There's no Christmas party going on here with me, man. I got my own agenda. I have my own program, as they say here. And, you know, we went out, had a nice dinner last night, had a little bit of fun. You want to say hello, Fidelity Quester?
Sure, I'd love to say hello to YouTube, all the people out in YouTube land. I see John S., Daniel, Andy Travels,
2QA,
Be More Ron,
2 quarters Asian. 2 quarters Asian, back at hospital precautionary.
Mr. Texas.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man. I was going to ask you, I thought you were still alive, but I mean, you know, hopefully you're all right.
The proctologist must be having a rough day.
Well, I guess he's in the hospital. I don't know. Are you like in the hospital or back at the hospital?
Back at hospital.
Tom, how you doing?
Mr. Tom, thank you.
Andy, what happens in Pattaya stays in Pattaya.
Well, there'll be a tell-all book.
Oh, God. On my deathbed. On my deathbed, I'll give you the behind-the-scenes stories. So, basically, we just wanted to say hello. And,
Yeah.
you know, I did get some drone footage. I'm not going to get into, I'm doing a video of this place. It's a nice place. Went home, had to return. Tell y'all later. See y'all later. All right, man. Be well. Hope you're all right. I call him Shitty Billy, but I don't want him to have a problem because of his shitty stuff, you know. I'm not worried about shit following me, man. I got nothing to hide. I'm an open fucking book. I do have some drone footage. I am going down in a little bit to go shoot some footage on the beach. I got some other little things that I want to do. And I'm sure I think we're going out to dinner tonight again, which will be nice. And today is day 13 of the keto/carnivore diet that I'm on. I've dropped a little more than 7 kilos so far. Feels good. It's very easy. I'm feeling great. Aside from the keto mouth. I already brushed my teeth. I got that keto taste in my mouth. You know, like I can taste the ketones. Yeah. Fidelity Quester is what is known as the scientist. He is known as the scientist when it comes to the keto and the carnivore diet and all that kind of stuff. You know, try the magic brownies, then you'll be high fidelity.
No, I'll take a pass on that one.
Yeah, I'll take a pass. It's everywhere. It doesn't mean I have to indulge. I don't know what it is. I just don't. It doesn't affect me in a positive way. It basically just makes me stoned and stupid, and that's just me. It hasn't made me sleepy to where like, oh, I sleep so good. And let me tell you, since I started on this you know, this keto and carnivore thing, I've slept a lot better. I feel much better. And this is one of the things that I guess happens when you start eating this way. So,
Oh, hey, John S. Hey, I get it now. High fidelity.
yeah, it was a cute play on words.
Yeah. Fidelity quester means seeker of truth, and that's what I kind of want is
The usual.
the truth. And oh, hey, Gennaro, my Portuguese brother, how you doing?
I gotta go get some water.
I hope you come back and hook up with us over here in Thailand, man. I used to live in Pedro, so I know where you're at, and man, life is short. Every day that you postpone your retirement is one day less of retirement you're gonna have. So come on over, man. You won't regret it. You have the time of
Is
your
there a
life.
reason
Man.
you don't want to show your face? I mean,
I don't know.
You just put.
I'm
You
not
just,
sure there, but yeah, thanks. I just wanted to say a shout out to
oh yeah, we want to give a shout out to Pattaya Bob as well.
yes.
Hopefully, I'm hoping I can talk to him. Maybe we can all meet up with him tonight. I don't know. Who else was I going to give a shout out to?
Well, that's what happens when you have so much fun last night that you can't remember shit the next day.
I can't remember shit. I was home. I was back here at 10 o'clock at night, so that tells you how much fun I really had.
Steve Monash, yeah.
Oh yeah, Monash. Where is he?
Mr. Spends his time at the library, I guess, these days.
I don't know. I think he's teaching. He's busy.
The Monash University.
No, I don't think he teaches at Monash University, but I think maybe he went there. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Tom, how you doing?
He's faculty.
How's things? Where did you go for dinner last night?
You could tell him?
the Three Mermaids.
Yeah, right next to the chocolate factory, man. You can't.
Very good. The view was excellent. That's what I'll say. The view was good. The food was good, but the view was excellent. I'd never been there before. I have never been there. I didn't even know about the place. That tells you how much I know.
Yeah, first time for me too.
You know, Pattaya is a place that
We're going to the Hilton tonight.
it's a bit of a den of inequity.
You gotta say it with drama.
Now, oh, you know, wait.
Of
Remember,
inequity.
I was gonna talk about
Oh, that's
what
cool.
the hell was I talking about? The girls and how what was the subject I said I should talk about? Can we Can we remember?
The den of inequity.
Condo's 300 meters from that place. Daniel said that. He's only.
Oh, yeah, nice.
He's not far away.
Cracking that kid. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty good. The Wombat?
Oh yeah, I went there the other day.
No, I don't know.
That's where I saw Mr. Mitch.
Oh, you saw him?
Chocolate
Oh.
Man. Brian from Greenie Travels.
See,
A bunch of other people.
I know I met Mr. Mitch once, and I know him because he comes in the stream and
Super
everything.
cool
like
dude.
Yeah, very mellow. I like mellowness, so you know.
Damn, man.
No chowderheads allowed in the stream unless you are willing to learn and willing to adhere to the principles. And the number one principle is be a cold-hearted prick. No, that's not the number one principle. The number one principle is very simple here. Don't get emotionally involved with a working girl. How difficult is that to adhere to? For some guys, it's a lot more difficult than others. But, you know, I haven't really done that much here yet. You know, like I said, I'm gonna go down to the beach and, you know, hang out down there on the beach road or whatever.
Cozy Beach.
You know, just see what's going on. But it does seem like, you know, yeah, there's people here and all that, but it's definitely not what it was before. It's just not. And you know, Pattaya is a place where, let's face it, a hell of a lot of people come here. Now there may be a lot of Indians and Russians and Chinese. I don't know. You know, I haven't, like I said, I haven't gone down to that area yet. Um, we're not all that far away from Walking Street, but still. It's about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes away from the beach. I mean, you know, you can't walk there. I'll give the 411 on the place. I've already recorded a lot of footage and everything, and I'll do a video tonight. Actually, you know, usually I would put up, or at least I have been putting up for the past month, videos of my trip. I don't think that's going to go up today. I think it's going to go up on Sunday or Monday, Sunday night or Monday morning. But tonight I have a video. It's a review of the restaurant, a restaurant where they serve, well, basically you get the meat, you cook the meat, and you grill it yourself. One of those kind of restaurants, and you know, good little place. So it'll be on tonight at 8 o'clock. To all my accommodation and flights to Philippines and Cambodia, should I make a side trip to Thailand? Up to you. That is the question. I could take him for a little walkthrough real quick.
Oh yeah.
You know. All right.
Lights on.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So here's the pool, obviously. Pretty nice. I am going to jump in a little bit. Mr. Mitch, there you are. All right. Little place here. All right, let's see. Oh. This is my room. Bit messy. Yeah, a bit messy. What are you gonna do? And this, if you want to be in, you can be in. It's no problem. Oh, can you turn that off? There we go. All right, let me show you here. We got the pool table, which we've played a bit of pool. Table's a little wonky. That's a nice way of saying it. And then you have a nice little setup here. It's very cool in here. We don't even have this swamp cooler on. I got a nice little decor here. You know. Here's the kitchen. $30 a night? Come on.
Per person.
So it comes, you know, stocked up with the coffee maker, hot water maker, toaster, tea maker. Oh, you got the water on.
I'm trying to defrost that water.
You know, the little cooker over there. Little back area with a washing machine and a grill. And then over here, so we got all that. Okay. So here is a bedroom, and the guy in there is sleeping. We're not going to go in there. Bathroom. Sink. No girly products in here, Fidelity. And then here is Fidelity's sleeping quarters. This is guess who? Jono. This is his sleeping area. And you know, it's a, so it's a 4-bedroom place, 2.5 bath. Nice little table here. Got the pool table, like, you know. So it's pretty nice. You know, I mean, it's a little worn, but
For Airbnb, it's great.
and no, you're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna get a place like this that's 4 bedrooms for $30 a night. Sorry, I think that's asking a bit much. All right, here we go. All right. Okie dokie. Cool, that'll do. The good thing is that if you're really like somebody who wants to cook, or you want to follow a strict diet or something like that, there's the kitchen. You go in, you cook up your stuff. They got pots and pans already here. It's pretty good.
You see, Mr. Mitch is in the stream.
Mr. Mitch is in the stream. Are you sure you don't want to like
He-
I turn the camera on you?
Mitch, you like the cup?
Oh, he got one?
Yeah.
Dare I ask what it says?
Yeah, he's the king of, well, he's the emperor of Thailand, right? Or
Is he?
maybe that's not appropriate, but
I don't know.
something like that. The boss of Thailand.
Call yourself whatever you want nowadays. Whether it's true or not. Yeah, this is an Airbnb, I guess, eh? Yeah, it's Airbnb. So, hey, before I go on, I'm not going to stream forever here. You know, it's not going to be a real long stream because I don't have all that much to talk about, quite frankly. And I want to enjoy the day and, you know, get around. But do me a favor and leave a thumbs up. You know, we'll go on for a little bit longer. But do me a favor, leave a thumbs up, subscribe. Consider getting one of those shirts that I just came out with, the Words of Thailand shirt, or whatever, your Captain Savaho or an American in Bangkok t-shirt. You want to help out the channel, do that, subscribe, become a Patreon patron, become a member of the YouTube channel, whatever. Everything's in the description. A lot of you guys, you already know it. I'm sorry I have to just, you know, trudge along with that, but it's something you need to do. So there it is there. And Jana won't be back for quite some time. I was a little bit surprised because he just left a little while ago. He left about maybe 8:30. He's not gonna be back until like 3:34. So that's to play one round of golf. So he's out enjoying the. I didn't know he was such an avid golfer. Did you?
Yeah,
I thought he was into the trumpet. He used to play the trumpet. I thought that was his thing. And then all of a sudden I started hearing about golf, and I'm like, huh? It was to me, it was a complete surprise.
He likes playing with his instrument. That's the gist of it.
There you go. Yeah, he's having fun. And like I said, others call me many things, but I'm just Mitch to myself. Well.
All right, Mitch.
There you are. Humble. What were you going to talk? What was it that I said, oh, we should make that a subject of the stream? We were talking about women.
That's a deep subject, though.
No, but we had one specific thing. Remember I said, oh, that's something. It was about the women. Oh, they have their routines. Something like that. You know, most women, whether they be Thai or otherwise, but we're speaking for our purposes, we're speaking of Thai women in Pattaya. And, you know, I don't know that much from modern times, but I do know a lot from the past. But Fidelity has filled me in a little bit about what the ways of the world here. You know, a lot of these girls that, you know, they're in the clubs or something like that, man, you know, they're not always there because they want to be, and oh, I'm going to get rich, I'm going to meet the guy in my dream. That's not what they're here for. They're here to make a little bit of dough so that they can support themselves and support their kid or their kids or mama and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, Hans and I, oops,
It's okay.
Hans and I, should have called him Fidelity. Fidelity Hans. That's your new handle now, Fidelity Hans. We were talking about how, you know, I think some guys come here and, you know, the thing that they want is they just want to have fun. They don't want to get involved. Smart guys don't want to get involved here. They don't want to hook up with the girl of their dream. Those are the chowder heads. We hopefully have eliminated most of those from society. Hopefully there's no more chowder heads. But you know, they got their own things going on. Even girls who, you know, oh, you know, she works in a bar. You know they got things going on. You know, they got the mother harping on them for money. They got a kid or two. You know, they might even have a boyfriend. It's bugging them for money. They got all kinds of things going on. So, you know, it bears it. If you remember that, then to me it would seem it would be much easier just to have fun, right? You just come here to have fun. You don't come here. Don't be a knucklehead. Well, oh, she's my special girl. I'm special. She's different. No, you're not different. She's not all that special. Hate to say it. They're a dime a dozen. I mean, you know, all is silent now. Nobody's saying anything.
They're listening. That's what.
Is that what it is? You're listening intently?
I'm all ears.
What it would be? The Malin method? Malin modus operandi? No, that's not what I want to call it. What is it? Malin's musings? Thanks, Gennaro. I don't know. You know, I just see like, you know, even like, maybe it's a little more apparent to me here than in, say, Bangkok. Obviously, in Bangkok, they just want to make a buck, man. But, you know, in Bangkok, you're going into places. I'm going to places. I'm not going to bars. I'm not going to that stuff. And I'm not here. But what I've seen just from people in general here and what I remember, you know, when you really boil it down, just come here and have fun, man. Don't come to Pattaya thinking you're gonna find the girl of your dreams. That's the moral of the story? Because I mean, you know, I can't tell you how many messages I've gotten in the past, and I can't tell you how even now I see guys walking around and they're all goo-goo-eyed with some chick who, you know, like, oh, you know, I remember now. They're kind of on a, you know, most of the time, guys are on a different I don't want to say level.
Reference point.
Yeah, their perspective, the Pattaya perspective, is much different than, say, Gennaro's perspective back in the United States. And I don't want to say you're here, she's here. I don't want to put it like that because that's not what I mean. But you're in opposite universes. Maybe that's a good way to put it. You know, you're in a universe, but things are much different. You know, she's thinking about, am I gonna have enough money to pay the rent? Can I feed my kids? Oh, I got these guys who are bugging the hell out of me. Can I get some money out of them because they're a pain in the ass? He's telling me he loves me. He's known me for 2 hours. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm saying now.
Yeah, it's okay to try to find the girl of your dreams. Nothing wrong with that. But
no, the odds are prohibitive here in Pattaya. I just say temper your expectations. That's the big phrase lately. Don't come here thinking to yourself, I'm going to go have a great time, and maybe I'll just meet this girl, and she'll be special, and then we'll get married, and I'll move to Pattaya, you know. Hey, Pork Rhino, how you doing? You know, I mean, I don't know what the hell. Every time I come here, I'm thinking about this, you know, because it's in your face. In Bangkok, where I live, it's not in my face. I mean, you know, there's little hints. There's little massage parlors and stuff like that. That's how, you know, society is. But if you come here, I mean, it's apparent, you know, like when we went out to dinner last night even, the vast majority of the people there were foreigners. They're catering to foreigners. Now, there were some Thais and some Chinese and who knows what else. But, you know, I saw guys bringing in their girls, and that's nice. Okay, great. But, like, this is the other thing. Why would you bring someone who, they're not used to being in an atmosphere where it's fine dining or something? Why would you do that? To where you bring a girl to a fine dining establishment. You need to, like, maybe forewarn her. You need to know about that, because some of the girls, and I remember when I first came to Thailand, I took a girl somewhere, and I thought, oh, it's a nice place, she's gonna love it, and she didn't know what the hell to do. She was sitting there like this, and Fidelity told me the same thing. He's had that happen a couple of times, and that's what I mean about being in different dimensions. You're in polar opposite perspectives on life. And I think if you think of that, you go to the, you know, if you're going to go to the clubs or the bars or whatever it is, and I think if you think you can change them, and you can you know, they want to do the move, they want to do the George Jefferson and move it on up. Guess what? They can only move it up so high. And only the most intelligent ones really are going to grasp that they need to gain some new skills to really move it up to where some guys might be. Because, you know, there's a lot of guys. I know some guys that they're filthy freaking rich. And one guy in Phuket used to message me all the time, and he go, I don't understand this girl. She doesn't get me. You know, it's like all the time. Like, I give her money and she doesn't appreciate it. And then it's like, 2 days later, all the money is gone, and I'm like, well, you know, dude, she doesn't understand what she's supposed to do. This is the way that she's been brought up, you know? And finally, he hooked up with a higher grade woman, a woman who did understand what it's like to have money, and did understand what it's like to put money aside, and to know how to make it, and, you know, all these other kind of things. And now he's very happy. He travels around with her, has a good time. But it took him a while, because, you know, he was stuck for a while. He was really stuck. You know, it's like the guy, and I hate to say this, sorry, dude, but it's like the guy who came and met me, the Canadian guy that was living in Israel, and he was talking about his Pattaya girl that he was giving, you know, 80,000 baht a month, and she wasn't doing anything, and it was always, I want to go out with my friends. No, I don't want to come over and see you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to. And I was like, okay, so how difficult is that? You don't have to be a rocket scientist. If she doesn't want to be with you, then what are you giving her money for? What are you giving any money for? Really? Yeah, I don't know what my point is. Maybe it's, you know, have fun. Have fun with this group, and if you really want something else, get it. You know, get it, but don't expect it, because the likeliness of it happening in Pattaya is very slim. All right, you get my gist? Anyway, let me show you the pool again. I'm almost ready to jump in. It looks so good. Thoughts, questions, comments? Anybody? Nothing? Or are the comments not coming through? I'm not filthy rich in my dreams. That brings me to something else. And I think most of us know this, but I reiterate. I will reiterate. If you're talking to a girl she just came from the farm, she came to Pattaya to make money. Maybe she's thinking she's going to meet some guy who's going to change her life, and she can do the Wheezy Jefferson. If you don't know who that is, look up the Jeffersons. Maybe she thinks that. Maybe the girl thinks that. But most of them, they're coming to have, to make money. And they're coming from a place where they're a lot of them. They look at the foreigner, and they go, the simple fact that you flew over here means you have money. For them, they're sitting on, and I know I've done this before, they're either sitting on a third-class train or a bus. They're paying the least they can to get to where they're going. Oh, well, thank you, John. Yeah, I don't know why it's not coming through. I haven't seen it. Maybe, I don't know why. Haven't seen it, but thank you. What was my point? Oh. Yeah, they come here, and they're here to work, make money, get a better life. I mean, I could go on and on and on about it, but they're not in here. Most of them are not in here because they want to meet the man of their dreams. Somehow I think, when you see some guy who's 70 years old and he's with a 20-year-old girl, that girl, she may think he's the man of her dreams financially, but physically, I don't think so. I don't know, Andy. Middle class in Thailand, growing middle class. It would seem so, but there's still a lot of relatively impoverished people. And I don't know. Oh, you can't have that music on. So yeah, YouTube is a stickler about that. They really are. I don't know. I don't know what the whole gist of my conversation was. I had it a minute ago and I got distracted. I need to focus. What the hell was it I was thinking about? It was irritating. I can't remember. It's old man dementia. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it was. No, I don't. I'm not drinking, Tom. I'm not drinking. I'm on, like I said, I'm on the keto, and I'm on the keto and the carnivore diet, or so just say the keto. And it's almost been 2 weeks now, and so beers are out. No beer for me. Last night we went out to a place that serves beer, and Fidelity and we just had water. Is that all you had? You had soda water.
Yeah, water and
I don't drink soda water. And I don't know what it is, but I used to train at this Muay Thai gym in the U.S. And there was a sign up, and it had several things that Muay Thai fighters should strive to do and not to do. And one of them, it was do not drink carbonated beverages.
The commandments.
Yeah, it was like the commandments. And one of the other ones is learn to mask your emotions, so that when you're fighting and all of a sudden you get hit and it hurts like hell, you just mask your emotions. Good,
That's kind of like a Thai girl thing, right?
Thai girl, mask your emotions? I don't know. My wife doesn't mask her emotions.
I mean, you know, business.
I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about her masking her emotions with me. She'll tell me exactly how she feels.
You gotta worry about the left cross.
The left cross, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, their perspective is much different than yours. And if you find one where their perspective is similar to yours, there's a reason for it. She's probably a little more educated than some of the girls. She may have experience outside of Thailand, so she knows a little bit about the world aside from just living on the farm. And I'm gonna come to Thailand. I'm gonna come to Pattaya rather. You know, I'm gonna go to Pattaya, make big money. Maybe I find a husband. I don't think they want to find her. I don't know. You correct me if I'm wrong there, Fidelity.
I have no clue.
Do they want to find husbands?
I think so. Some do.
You think so?
Some
I don't think so. I think they only want to find well, it's just like, listen, it's the same as in the U.S. They want to find the husbands with the big money. They don't want to find a husband. They go, oh, you're so sweet and you're so cute, honey. I love you. Okay, let's make our family and make money, and you know. I don't think that's the current path that many of them aspire to have.
Wait a minute, aren't you the perfect example of love, marriage, and happiness?
Well, yeah, but this is 30 years ago, man. You know, 20, 25 years ago when I met her, you know.
That's a good point, yes.
And also, there are some women who they trust their intuition, they take the chance, and then they make the right choice.
Well, hell,
You know.
70% are losers.
Well, that's what I mean. 70% are maybe wrong. I don't know. I don't know. What's the divorce rate now? What's the divorce rate in the United States? About 3 out of 4. Sugar daddy's money, brains, not in their head, much lower. All I would do, a guy from a long time ago wrote me, and he said, you know, he wrote me some little letter, and basically it was 2 words, because all these guys that were chowderheads were writing me. I had all these chowderhead letters, and you know, it's clear that there's a lot of desperate guys out there, and the idea is that you need to aim higher. If you want a girl to be your partner, as opposed to just have some fun with, if you really want that, you know, take it slowly and aim higher. Aim for someone who is, you know, intelligent, has a good head on their shoulder, are stable, they're not an emotional basket case, who cares about, you know, the tradition of marriage, you know. I don't know. I don't know what the divorce rate is in Thailand. You know, I think it's getting up there, though. It's rising. So, anyway, what are your perceptions? What's your Pattaya perception? You've been here for how many days now? Like 10, something like that?
Over 2 weeks total in Thailand.
2 weeks. Oh, you've been 2 weeks in Thailand, but I know because I met up with you on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. So, and that's when I started on the keto. That, and then you went the next day, right? So you've been here for about he's been here almost 2 weeks. He's been here about 12 days. So yeah, I'm interested in knowing, because you've been out a lot more than me, and I don't frequent those kind of establishments that you sometimes may venture into accidentally.
Yeah.
You may accidentally find yourself in a place and go,
Come and relax and enjoy your time here, you know, whether it's a short time or a long time.
well, now that's a loaded comment.
So yeah, man, I feel really good. I'm so happy that I came, because I was reluctant to come over for a bunch of different reasons, but now that I got here, man, I just feel so good.
Yeah, you know, one thing is that Fidelity has not been here. And how many years has it been? 5?
Yeah, 4. Well, what was it? 2019, I guess. Is that it? Or
I don't know.
2018?
It had to be 2018. It wasn't 2019.
But it was for 6 months, so that was
Okay.
that was a nice.
So he hasn't been here in a
shot.
number of years.
Yeah. I didn't get that.
And he wasn't going to come here. And actually, it was Jono who said, "You gotta come. Just come. You'll be happy you come." And now he came. He came here.
You put the squeeze on me.
He put the squeeze on him. He came here. And, you know, yeah, you were in Bangkok for a few days. And then he was in Bangkok for a few days. Then he's come here and stayed in Pattaya, the den of inequity. And one thing stuck with me that he said, and that is, I didn't think it would make a difference me being in Thailand, you know, a difference in his mental state. But he came here and now he's very relaxed, he feels like it actually did do quite a lot for him to be here and be relaxed. So, and you know, I give Pattaya a hard time sometimes simply because, let's face it, it's a whore zone. Thank you, Tom. It's a whore zone. Let's face it. It's set up to get a lot of guys to come in and spend their money, and that may be changing a little bit. I don't know. Obviously, everything's still in play. But if you can get outside of hey, good morning.
Good morning.
If you can get outside of that, and you know, do some other things like relax in a villa with a swimming pool. I haven't seen many. Have you seen a lot of people wearing masks? I don't see that many people wearing masks.
No, not unless you go into the bank or a hospital.
Nowhere near as many as in Bangkok. In Bangkok, 99% of the people are wearing masks. Out here, very few. The third musketeer is awake. Jono is off playing golf. Anywhere in Asia would be better than in the U.S. or Australia. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like going to the U.S. to visit and be with my family, but again, I prefer to live in Thailand. I don't know if I would be okay living in Pattaya. I guess if I lived outside of just the main area, you know, Beach Road, Walking Street, the whore zone. I guess if I lived outside, yeah, I mean, I could do it, sure. Depends. It'd be a paradigm shift. There'd be a shift in my mental approach to this place. You know, like I said the other day, you know, paradise is where you make it. It's up to you. Well, yeah, that's what I mean, Gennaro. Jumtien, maybe, you know, whatever.
You think you get a shot of the homes and the soy down the street before you close out? Show the people
Yeah.
the villas on the street.
Well, yeah, I
That'll
can,
give 'em
but
yeah, it's fine, man.
all right. There's lots to do and see outside of Pattaya City. Let me take you for a little stroll outside. I'll do it right now. Let's go out. I'll show you the street.
Yeah, people get a kick out of that.
Yeah, you might get a kick out of it. Right, let me see if I can do this here. All right, hopefully that's gonna stay on. Let's go out real quick. We'll take you out on I'll take you out on the street. Everybody else is gonna sit here. All right. So this is fenced in. Pool. Decent size. Do some laps in this bad boy. Here we are. Pretty nice little neighborhood here. Nice little mansion over there. flown the drone, like I said. We'll be flying the drone down at the beach later today in a short time. Anyway, very peaceful, my kind of place. You know, this is old man stuff. Sorry for you youngsters out there. You know, I'm very sorry for you youngsters that, you know, I'm not like doing something exciting like going down the Mekong on a boat with about 500 other with about 500 other foreigners. But who knows what's next? Who knows what is next for me? Next for the channel. There we go. All right.
You go to Hilton tonight? Sure. The Edge.
So apparently we're going to the Hilton for dinner tonight, which
In the Sky Bar, the Horizon Sky Bar above.
there you go.
Yeah.
Come on down. Come on down and say hello to all of us.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Say hey.
Yeah, it might want to join the flying Pattaya.
Oh, God.
Club.
Yeah, please don't do that. Nobody do that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. I want to see, you know, speaking of boats, what you're doing now floats my boat. Good to hear it. I'm glad. And, you know, when I get back, hopefully I'll find out. No, I'm not streaming at the Hilton. That's not going to happen. I need to enjoy myself a little bit. If anything, I'm going to make a video. If anything. I'll just take some footage. I did get some footage yesterday from the Three Mermaid, but I don't think it's. I can make a video out of it. Maybe I can incorporate it. I don't know. But when I go back, I will see. No, I will see what the wife wants to do. Are we going to Suratani? Are we going to Chiang Mai? Are we going to both? What are we doing? Where are we going? Or am I doing my own thing? I don't know. Have no idea. No idea at all. I'm like, why don't we just stay home, save the money, hang out with the boys. We can watch Christmas movies. They like to do that. And that's it. And then when the new year comes, we'll go somewhere. All right. So, are you on YouTube at all?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm not watching.
Anonymous. We're gonna call him Mr. Anonymous. What's your perception of Pattaya now compared to before when you were here?
Well, now it's a place just. I come down here just to have fun when I'm not in Bangkok.
Yeah, he lives in Bangkok. He's lived there for a little more than 3 years, right? Yeah. But he's been coming to Thailand since he was younger, thinner, and more handsome.
Yeah.
And it was
and had more hair.
Well, it was many years ago. Yeah.
But Pattaya is a place, you know, I have friends in the area, so it's nice to just be able to come down.
Yeah, I do too, but I never have time to go see him. I mean, like Pattaya Bob, I'm going to see if maybe we meet up with him later. He might want to go have dinner tonight with us.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. But so you actually, when he was here before, you stayed with him in a place, and then you went back to the States, and then you decided to move to Thailand.
Yeah.
That's how it worked.
I decided to come back. Living in Pattaya, there's actually too much going on. You know, too many bad ways to spend money and spend way too much money. So
Yeah.
I decided to give Bangkok a try for a year. Got there 2019, April Fool's Day 2019, and 1 year later I was gonna fly back to California, and it turned out that COVID hit and all the planes were grounded and I couldn't go anywhere, so I said, well, I'll just stick it out here. And it was the best choice I ever made.
Yeah. So there you go. Another successful migration of this is Mr. Anonymous. We'll call him Mr. Anonymous, Mr. Anon, as opposed to Mr. or Q. What is it? QAnon. QAnon. Yeah, no big secrets really, but you know, they just don't want to be on camera. So, especially Fidelity. I don't know what the.
I've been on your stream before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was a long
eh?
time ago.
Yeah. Well, you were younger then, but now you're leaner and meaner now.
Yeah, but
Listen, Fidelity is Mr. Scientist. Really, he's Mr. Scientist. You got a question? You ask him about keto, carnivore, what it does to your body, blah blah blah. You know.
I'm a high school dropout.
Yeah, but
air
he
conditioning questions.
yeah, but he knows his stuff about.
With two college degrees.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm proud of that.
You should be. Anyway, so there it is, the Pattaya perspective. 2 expats. Are you ever gonna move over here full time?
Yes, that is my end goal, is to move to Thailand. Hopefully full time. If not, maybe like Soy Dog, like Adam, 6 months.
Well, I don't know. He's not.
6 months
It's
off,
not
or-
6 months for him now. He's been gone for a bit.
He has some stuff to take care of, helping his
Yeah,
sister.
yeah. No, I
He's
know,
helping
I
his
know.
sister.
But I think he was going to come back at one point, and then he goes, no, not yet. And then that happens. But once you get on the routine, like the Europeans, it's cold where they are, so they come down here when it's freezing in their country, and then they hang out here for months, and then they go back. Yeah, they're like snowbirds.
I tried to change my flight yesterday, and
To what? To leave
man,
later?
It's fully booked.
Really?
Fully booked, man.
Wow.
I was very disappointed.
Yeah, I gotta say, the prices right now to fly from Bangkok to go from Bangkok to Miami, Florida, it's like $1,500. I mean, in the past it was 900 to 1,000, maybe 1,100. So prices have gone up. They're trying to recoup all that lost money from during COVID, and that makes it problematic. And this is the other thing why I've said I don't see that many young people coming here. I don't see as many young people as in the past, even in Bangkok.
Backpacker.
And yeah, I don't see that as much. They're all at least in their mid-30s or 40s or 60s in our case.
70s and
And I think it's just because the airfare makes it prohibitively expensive, and people are just going, you know what? I'll go to Mexico. They're in the States. So I'll go to Mexico. Have a good time there. I'll go to Canada, or whatever it is, Go to Ecuador.
or just travel around the States.
Yeah, or just travel around the States. Are both the gentlemen there single, divorced, or married? Boy, you get right to the crux of of our situation. Actually, I am the only married person here. That's it. Hey, Johnny, how you doing? I am the only married person here. And actually, listen, if they want to engage in a bit of debauchery, that's on them. That's fine. They can do whatever they want. They know. Believe me, I'm very strict in how I approach. Right now, I'm being very strict with this keto diet, and I'm also very strict about, just because I go to, like, if I was to go to a bar, it doesn't mean that I've got to get drunk and wasted and, come stumbling home with a bunch of women or something like that. I just don't really care about it. I got my own thing going on. It's good. And, these guys actually, and they're not like some guy who's in their 20s or 30s or 40s or whatever. They're not really the kind of guys who are like,
Or not new.
they're not new. If they really wanted something, they could go out and get it whenever they wanted. I mean, it's like going to 7-Eleven. You know, I mean, pretty much. They all know. So there's no, and you know, same with Jono. There's none of this, you know, like, I forgot, oh, I got to go out tonight. Oh, I got to go to Nana. I don't want to miss anything. There's no FOMO.
Yeah.
There's always 6/1 for you. I don't need it. Why? Why do I need it? Really? I got Rosie, and I got my wife. That's enough. And I got no problems. You know, it's beautiful. If I didn't want to get married, I wouldn't have got married. If I didn't want to be with her, I wouldn't have got married. You know, what's the point of getting married? Honestly, if you're so easily tempted to stray, simply because you come to Pattaya or you come to Thailand and you see some girl and she looks good. What, they don't have good-looking girls in America, Australia, Canada, Europe? You know, they don't have good-looking girls there? Of course they do. So, you know. And like I say quite often, I sowed my oats. I had my fun. I saw what things could be and could not be, you know. What's that, Johnny? Therme Cafe. Listen, Therme is, yeah, it's dead. Therme is dead. There's no, when I first came here, Therme was a happening place. It was a cesspit of monsters and debauchery, and every once in a while there was a little sweetheart mixed in who didn't belong there. There were old guys, you know, old toothless foreigners who, they're there for the booze, not the women. There were younger guys, you know, of course the girls were all fawning all over some of the younger guys. It was like a Star Wars bar. The very first Star Wars, didn't they have, was that the one, the first one? Where they had the bar. You go in and you just see all different kinds of things, you know. Yeah, exactly. Andy, you know what? I'll tell you something. The only reason that that I'd go to a bar really is if I felt like having a drink. You know. Or maybe hanging out with, you know, one of my buddies or something, or a couple of guys. But, you know, especially if I'm not drinking. Like, it kind of, to me, it's like, if you're going to go to a bar, why wouldn't you drink? You know. Yeah. I don't know. You know, to each his own. That's a good thing. Thailand, you know, you can go out in the village. You can hang out in the village, and you can stay with people that you meet in the village, and you can have a great time. You can be with your wife. You know, you can hang out in Bangkok and with your family, like I do. You know, have a nice coffee once in a while. I mean, there's all kinds. That's the thing. You come to Pattaya, you can have whatever you want. You want to go down to 6/1, Gennaro, have at it. I'll tell you what. I know what it's about. I've been there. I know what goes on. I know what the girls are like. And quite frankly, like I said earlier, aim higher. If you're going to do that kind of thing, why not go with quality? You know, am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right.
Quality over quantity, baby. You know, it's nice to rack up the numbers as a man. You go, oh, yeah, oh, I'm such a stud. No, you're not a stud here. You're an ATM. Yeah, normal pubs. That's what I mean. Those are great. You know, was it Robin Hood? I went to Robin Hood a couple of years ago in Bangkok. Had a couple of Guinnesses. That was the whole purpose of going there.
It's Scruffies.
I don't know. I haven't gone to Scruffies. I don't go to that many, so. Although my wife did say, listen, once in a while we should probably, my wife said the other night, why don't we go like we used to when we were younger? We'll go to a bar once in a while and we'll have a couple of drinks. And I'm like, okay. So now I'm not drinking. I'm on the wagon again. What is it? No booze December. No booze December for me. I'll take her out. She can get drunk. And then I'll stay sober and I'll take advantage of her. Because I'm a gentleman. Pub better. I can hear myself thinking. Yeah. I mean, you know, they all have their qualities, their attributes. You want to go to the Go-Go's, all right. You get to see what's known as the bar girl shuffle. Woohoo. You get to have a girl. Listen, we were sitting at a place yesterday. Hey, Carlos. We were sitting at a place yesterday, and Mr. Anonymous was asked, "Are you okay?" Remember? The girls, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Fortunately, she didn't say, "Are you happy?"
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. You know, can we just not sit here and have a conversation without you butting in, wondering about our fucking feelings?
Can I just have a beer?
Yeah, can you just give me the beer or give me my water or whatever it is I'm getting, you know? Carlos, how you doing, man? As stated, I am in Pattaya, and I'm going to try to hook up with Pattaya Bob later. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's going to be in Bangkok tonight or what the deal is. I don't know, but I'm going to put the word out. I'm going to extend the invitation. How long do you before you go to America now? We had some old timers in the stream today. Guys who've been following. You know, it's almost 10 years I've had this channel. And there are some people that have been watching for 10 years. Listen, Fidelity wanted to give a big shout out to Gennaro because he's like, Gennaro never misses a stream. He's there every single stream. And I'm like, yep, that he is. Fly on the 26th, and today is the 9th. 10th? 9th. It's the 9th. Ah, so you got a couple of weeks. Are you coming back to Pattaya at all, or what are you doing? Pattaya. I'm anxious to go down on the on Main Street there on Beach Road, whatever. I go to Bangkok on the 23rd to relax for a couple of days. All right. Well, we'll talk. I'm sure we'll talk before then. Maybe we can meet up in Bangkok if you're available. My loyal mofo. Something to be said about that. Just don't be too loyal to the girls when you come here, to the barista. He loves those barista. I don't know. My perspective has changed over the years. I can tell you from seeing things here, from seeing things in Bangkok, from seeing situations, I'm very fortunate and happy that that I have a wife who's a good wife. Because, you know, sometimes guys get the wife who is not so good. And then their job is a living hell. All right, cool. Good deal. Anyway, listen, if you guys wouldn't mind, do me a favor, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Check down in the description. Get yourself a t-shirt, whatever. Get yourself one of those Words of Thailand t-shirts. Get yourself a hat. Get yourself a mug. A mug for a mug. Anyway, so let me show you once again, if you just came in. I'll show you the, here we go. Nice little pool. I think I'm probably going to jump in at some point. I'm going to jump in at some point, and then I'm going to grab, I am charging the drone now, which I crashed the drone yesterday. I crashed the drone. Yeah, I'm going to jump because you tell me to. Okay. Anything you say, D. Houston. I'm going to crash because you tell me. I'm going to jump because you tell me to. Yeah, I'm a seal. Let me jump. Wonder how high I can go. Chucky's good. I saw him. He's, I don't know where he's going. Thank you, Andy. I'm glad that this super chat does work. That means that anybody who wants to send a super chat should and would and could. No, should and could. Would is no, not a good word. Thank you, Mr. Dan. Thank you. I don't know, but for some reason things aren't showing up, and I wonder sometimes because I have problems with the messages. Like people will message, and then I don't get the message, and then like all of a sudden, 10 messages, 20 messages come through. So I don't know. You know, maybe it's a YouTube thing. I don't know. Maybe I should migrate to Rumble, so that I can say whatever I want, and they won't. And I can put music up, and they won't take it down or give me a copyright claim. You know, something to be said about that. You got to have free speech to a certain point. You know, I don't think I've said anything maliciously hateful. I don't operate that way. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I'm going to cut it short today. Instead of the usual 2-hour stream, we're going to only have a 67-minute stream because I need to go get some footage, and so I can have some stuff for videos, and I want to go down there and shoot. I want to go down by the ocean and shoot the Pattaya sign and the city and everything like that. I want to go down and blow through a couple of batteries. And no meal. I'm only eating once a day, so I'm not going to eat until tonight. So it's tough. Yesterday at the restaurant, I put some photos up, but I'll put some more up around other places. Choked. Thank you. I had 5. There we go. It came through. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. I come to Thailand in March. I want to spend some time in Kanchanaburi. Beautiful place. What the hell was I going to say?
What you had to eat.
Oh. I had
only 1 meal a day. I'm impressed as hell.
5 grilled prawns. Very nice. On a stick. Very, very nice. Pork chops. A big pork chop. That came with a salad. But it also came with a couple of little orange slices and some potatoes. And what else did it come with? And it came with a little, what was that, beets or something?
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't, and there was a sauce, a gravy. I didn't have any of that. Didn't have any. The only thing I had was the pork chop and the salad. I want to cut those carbs way down, and because I feel better now. And if I feel better, that means I can do better. And if I do more. If I do better and do more, then that means I can actually go out and do some of the things that I'd like to do, and I don't feel so sluggish about going out and doing them, you know. There are trips I want to take. There's great journeys of the world, the Lonely Planet book. There's a couple of things in there I'd like to do, but I got to have the energy, and so I need to be healthier. I want to be as healthy as I can, so I need to stick to this, you know. Anyway, but one more thing I forgot to say. I crashed the drone. No Rap God. That's not going to happen. Forget Rap God. It's shit food. It's not healthy for me. Not going to do it. But I crashed the drone yesterday. I was out, and actually Fidelity was watching me fly it. And I don't know what happened. I got distracted or something. And what happened was it got stuck. It was only flying at 30 feet. And it said, this is the maximum level. This is the maximum level. And I started concentrating on my controls. And I didn't see that the drone was drifting because of the wind. And I brought it down and forward. And next thing I know, I'm in the bushes. And I was like, oh, no. And then another time, the gimbal, it did something to the gimbal for a few seconds. And I needed to restart the drone. But the gimbal was like oscillating. So it's moving the drone because it's oscillating. And so then I start flying the drone. Next thing I know, I'm like, oh, I gotta bring this down. I bring it down, and all of a sudden, it just smacks down. But fortunately, those things are like almost indestructible. It's just little, and it's, you know, like a rubbery plastic. And what's funny is the guy across the way was out on his balcony, and I heard this buzz, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm trying to get this thing to fly. It's not on. Why does it sound like there's a buzz? And then I looked up, and then there's a drone. It's like almost right over me. He was flying a drone from right over there. But fortunately, I got it fixed. There's no problems with it. Not even a scuff mark. It's in good shape. So I'll be flying today. Hopefully, there'll be some footage in any kind of a Pattaya video that I do. So no, and you know, when I go flying today, it's going to be high above the water. So if there's any problems, I have enough space that hopefully I can bring it in. But it's pretty easy because, you know, the thing is with the return to home, if you lose sight of it and it's in the sun or it's too far out and maybe the signal is not working, it will come back. And the other thing is that sometimes if you're in a housing area and you get out, I eat plenty of fats and oils, man, but thank you. I'm really sticking to it, and I've got a good scientific mentor in Fidelity Quester. Navigating a large bush in Pattaya is an acquired skill. You'll get better. Oh, thank you. I thought I had skill with navigating bushes.
When you hit the return to home, does it follow the path back?
I don't know. I don't think it does. You know why? Because it goes to it goes to 100. I think it's 100 meters. It goes to 100 meters up, which is too damn high. I don't think you're not allowed to fly it that high here. Yeah. Or maybe that's the max level. I forget. I got the whole little list, but what happens is it goes to that level so that it won't hit anything when it's coming back. And then it goes back and it goes straight over you. So I'll look straight up and I'll go, where is it? And I'll see the distance and it'll say 2 meters and I go, shit, it's right there.
Oh,
and then it just comes straight down. Oh. And you can hit the button once or you can just start flying the thing and hit the button and you'll start flying it from wherever you want. So you can bring it back. If you lose sight of it, you can bring it back and then take it somewhere else, fly it somewhere else. So that's probably what I'm going to do. No, you can't fly the drone anywhere. You have to be careful. There's a whole set of rules. You need insurance, you need a license, and all this other kind of stuff. So you got to be careful. You know, you can't just go to a national park and fly it. There's certain areas where you can fly, certain areas where you can't. But it's easy to find online. So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you. That is all. Until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Where is Fidelity? He's gone. Mr. Anonymous, Fidelity, who is gone. Jono, I know he wanted to be on the stream desperately, but he had to go get his round of golf in.
Golf fix.
Do as you please, just don't get caught. Well, I don't always abide by that motto either. You got to be cautious. You didn't see me bring it to Luang Prabang for a reason, and that was that the government had released some press statements that said, if you're flying here and you don't have your license and you happen to fly over somewhere that's illegal, we are going to fine you some insane amount. We may throw you in jail and all this other stuff. They released a press statement. There was a press release for that, so very good. Anyway, anyhow, whatever it takes. I think that's my father's motto, whatever it takes. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Watch the video tonight, coming up. Hit the thumbs up, yada, yada, yada. I'll talk to you guys later.